Did you know that nearly all deaths after age 75 are caused by just a few key conditions? Many people believe passing away in old age is just part of life. But in reality, most of these deaths are driven by preventable risks. Unfortunately, by the time many folks realize what's going on, their health has already declined and options become limited. The good news? If you understand these threats now, you can take action. Action that may not only add years to your life, but improve the quality of those years in ways you might not expect. In this video, we'll break down the 5 primary causes of death for people over 75. These 5 account for the vast majority of deaths in this age range. Some may seem obvious, others less so, but knowing what they are is the first step to avoiding them. This isn't just about numbers, it's about real people, families, and decisions that could mean the difference between a life of struggle or one full of vitality and purpose. Stick with us because these causes aren't set in stone. In fact, many people have reduced their risks dramatically by making simple but meaningful changes. Staying active longer, maintaining independence, and in many cases extending their lives by years, sometimes even decades. What you do today could shape how capable and energetic you feel in the years ahead. Let's begin with the biggest one, heart disease. Heart disease is still the top killer for those over 75, and what many don't realize is how much influence they have over it. The heart is a muscle, and like any muscle, it can stay strong with the right support or weaken after years of neglect. Trouble is, the signs aren't always obvious. Feeling tired, slowing down, or getting winded easily are often brushed off as just aging, but these can actually be signs of a struggling heart. High blood pressure is one of the main contributors. It silently damages arteries and forces the heart to overwork. You don't feel it, there's no pain, and that's what makes it dangerous. Then there's diet. Years of processed foods and unhealthy fats can clog arteries. But it's not just about cutting the bad stuff. It's about fueling your heart with what it truly needs. And don't underestimate the power of movement. Your heart was never designed to stay idle all day. When you stop being active, your blood flow slows, muscles weaken, and your heart misses the movement it needs to stay healthy. You don't need to run marathons, but regular activity in any form, whether it's walking, stretching, or even chair exercises, helps your heart work better and significantly cuts your risk of heart disease. One of the biggest misconceptions is thinking heart disease is just something that runs in the family or comes with age. You might hear about relatives with heart problems and assume it's just your destiny, but that's not true. Small, consistent lifestyle choices really do add up. The way you eat, how often you move, and how you handle stress all play a critical role in either building a strong heart or slowly wearing it down. If there's one thing to remember, it's this: you have more control over your heart's future than you may think. The decisions you make right now could shape how healthy your heart stays in the years to come. And the best time to take action is today. Now on to number 2, falls and injuries. One of the most serious and often ignored threats after 75 isn't an illness, but a fall. It can happen in seconds. A missed step, a moment of dizziness, a slick floor, and suddenly life changes. A broken hip, a head injury, or even a bruise can quickly spiral into a serious, even life-threatening situation. Here's the scary part. Falls are among the top causes of injury-related deaths in older adults. Every year, millions end up in the ER because of them, and for many, that one fall leads to a decline they never fully bounce back from. Extended bed rest, loss of independence, and higher risk of infection. The real danger? Most people don't see it coming. As we age, our balance, strength, and reflexes slowly fade. You may feel fine doing daily tasks until one day you slip and everything changes. Worse, the fear of falling can cause people to stop moving, which only weakens the body further and makes falls more likely. But here's the good news. Falls aren't a guaranteed part of aging. There are simple, effective steps you can take to protect yourself. Building stronger legs and core muscles, improving your balance, and making small home adjustments, like adding brighter lighting, non-slip rugs, and secure handrails, can be the difference between remaining mobile and independent or suffering a life-altering injury. Another factor many people overlook: medication side effects. Plenty of common prescriptions can cause dizziness, fatigue, or sudden blood pressure changes, all of which increase your fall risk. If you've ever felt lightheaded when standing up too fast, that's your body giving you a warning. It's essential to talk with your doctor about how your medications might be affecting your stability. Adjusting the dose or switching prescriptions could be life-saving. Falling isn't just about tripping over something. It's about staying physically strong, keeping your balance in check, and being aware of small risks around you that can add up. After 75, a single fall can lead to serious consequences. But with the right actions now, you can maintain your independence, mobility, and overall quality of life for years to come. If you're still watching and finding this information helpful, comment number 2 below to let me know you're with me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button and turn on notifications so you won't miss upcoming videos. Your support helps us continue making content that empowers and informs. Now let's move on to number 3, respiratory diseases. Breathing is something we hardly think about until it becomes difficult. As we get older, our lungs naturally lose some efficiency. Even mild breathing problems can escalate fast. A simple cough or feeling winded could be the start of something more serious, like an infection or chronic lung disease. Respiratory illness is a leading cause of death after 75, not because it can't be prevented, but because warning signs are often ignored. One of the major concerns is COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, which includes conditions like chronic bronchitis and emphysema. It causes inflamed airways, making it harder to breathe over time. Symptoms like wheezing, frequent coughing, or breathlessness shouldn't be brushed off. Pneumonia is another big danger. While it may begin like a cold, it can become life-threatening quickly in older adults, especially since the immune system weakens with age. And don't forget indoor air quality. Dust, mold, and pollution can quietly damage your lungs over time. Breathing issues can creep up on you without warning. If you already live with conditions like asthma or COPD, everyday irritants can make things even worse. The good news? Small changes, like improving indoor air quality, using an air purifier, or steering clear of smoke exposure, can go a long way in protecting your lungs. One of the most overlooked ways to support lung health is staying physically active. Just like your muscles, your lungs benefit from regular movement. When you're active, your lungs expand more fully, which helps clear mucus and boosts overall function. But if you spend most of the day sitting, your lungs aren't being fully used, making them more prone to infection and gradual weakening. Even gentle exercises like walking or stretching can keep your lungs stronger and more resilient. Another key step: staying current with your vaccinations. Many older adults underestimate how important vaccines are for protecting against respiratory illnesses like pneumonia and the flu. But these simple shots can drastically lower your chances of serious complications. It's not just about avoiding a nasty cold. It's about preventing something that could put you in the hospital or worse. Staying up to date with vaccinations could be the small decision that prevents a major health setback. Breathing should never feel like a challenge. And for many over 75, it does. Not because it has to, but because action wasn't taken soon enough. Your lungs are working for you every moment of your life. Supporting them, keeping them strong, and shielding them from harmful exposure is one of the smartest things you can do to protect your long-term health and independence. Now let's talk about number 4, stroke. Strokes strike suddenly and often without warning, and they can change your life forever. It's one of the top causes of death after 75, yet most people don't realize how many of the risk factors are preventable. The scary truth? A stroke often doesn't leave a second chance. Once it hits, the damage is usually permanent. But here's something hopeful. Up to 80% of strokes are preventable. That means the actions you take now could decide whether you maintain your independence or face serious disability. High blood pressure is the biggest risk. It quietly weakens blood vessels in the brain, increasing the chance they'll burst or get blocked, often with no warning at all. That's why so many people go about their day completely unaware that a stroke could be just around the corner. Another hidden danger? Irregular heart rhythms, especially atrial fibrillation, AFib. Many older adults experience this without even knowing it. When your heart beats unevenly, blood can pool and form clots. If one of those clots travels to the brain, it can trigger a stroke instantly. Here's the good news. A simple checkup can catch this early. With the right treatment, your stroke risk can drop significantly. Then there's the role of diet and lifestyle. Eating too many processed foods, consuming too much salt, and relying on unhealthy fats all raise the risk of stroke. Not moving enough also slows circulation, allowing blood to thicken, which adds to the danger. The best protection? Stay active, eat whole foods rich in nutrients, and keep your blood pressure in check. Even small changes, like adding more leafy greens, cutting back on sodium, and drinking more water, can make a real difference over time. One warning sign many people miss is the mini stroke, also called a TIA, transient ischemic attack. You might experience brief vision problems, slurred speech, or confusion, but if the symptoms go away, it's easy to dismiss. Don't. These are serious red flags. Seeking medical help immediately could prevent a much more devastating stroke from happening. Here's what matters most. You have more control than you think. By tracking your blood pressure, eating for heart health, staying physically active, and recognizing early warning signs, you can dramatically lower your chances of stroke. The sooner you take steps, the better your chances of staying healthy and independent. If you're still watching and getting value from this, type number 4 in the comments to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Your support helps us continue sharing content that can inform, protect, and empower. Now let's move on to number 5, cognitive decline. Few things are more heartbreaking than slowly losing memory, decision-making ability, and independence. Cognitive decline doesn't show up overnight. It creeps in subtly. What starts as occasional forgetfulness can progress into serious challenges with daily life, safety, and health. Nutrient deficiencies or unexpected weight gain can increase the risk of serious health problems. But one of the most dangerous outcomes of cognitive decline is accidents. Forgetting to turn off the stove, leaving doors unlocked at night, or wandering outside unaware of surroundings can quickly turn into life-threatening situations. As cognitive issues worsen, many older adults face a heartbreaking reality: the loss of independence. They may no longer be safe living alone, and without proper care and support, their overall health can deteriorate even faster. What's most concerning is that many people don't realize they're experiencing cognitive decline until it has already progressed. Early warning signs like forgetting names, losing track of conversations, or misplacing essential items are often brushed off as just aging. But these are actually your brain's way of signaling that something isn't quite right. The good news is that early action can make a real difference. Taking steps now can slow the decline and help you stay mentally sharp for years. One of the best defenses? Keep your brain active. Like your body, your brain needs regular exercise to stay strong. Reading, learning something new, solving puzzles, or engaging in thoughtful conversations helps your brain stay stimulated and better protected against decline. And don't forget, physical activity also supports brain health. Movement boosts blood flow to the brain, helping preserve memory and cognitive function. Regular exercise benefits your mind just as much as your body. Staying socially connected is another powerful tool. Isolation and loneliness accelerate mental decline, but maintaining friendships, having regular conversations, and staying involved in your community can help your mind stay clear and focused longer. Nutrition also plays a vital role. What you eat affects how your brain performs. Foods rich in omega-3s, antioxidants, and essential vitamins, like berries, leafy greens, and nuts, help support brain health. Meanwhile, too much sugar, processed food, and unhealthy fats promote inflammation, which increases the risk of dementia. A strong mind starts with a healthy lifestyle. The choices you make today can shape how well your brain functions in the future. Cognitive decline doesn't have to be inevitable. Final thoughts. As we wrap up, take a moment to reflect on what we've covered: heart disease, falls, respiratory illness, stroke, and cognitive decline. These are the 5 biggest threats after 75, but they don't have to define your future. These 5 issues are behind nearly all deaths after age 75. But here's what really matters. They're not unavoidable. Many people underestimate just how much influence they actually have over their own health. Unfortunately, by the time they realize it, The damage has often been done. The truth is, small and consistent choices, starting today, can bring you more years of clarity, strength, and independence. No one likes to dwell on the idea of getting older, but turning a blind eye to these risks won't make them disappear. The good news? Knowledge is power. By staying informed, recognizing early warning signs, and making your well-being a priority, you don't have to live in fear of the future. Instead of focusing on limits, you can shift your focus to living longer, staying stronger, and enjoying every moment to the fullest. Take a moment to think about your daily routines. Are there small ways you could improve? Maybe it's eating more whole foods, being more active, seeing your doctor regularly, or staying socially and mentally engaged. Whatever it may be, remember, you don't have to do it all at once. Even one small step in the right direction can put you on the path to a longer, healthier life. At this point in life, your health is your most valuable asset. The more you invest in protecting it, the more freedom you'll have to enjoy time with those you love. Maintain your independence and avoid health problems that can be prevented. Every day gives you another chance to take care of yourself. The decisions you make now will shape how strong, sharp, and independent you remain in the years to come. Thanks for spending this time with us. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment and share one thing you took away from today's video and how you plan to apply it. Your feedback means a lot to us, and reading your comments keeps us motivated to keep making meaningful content. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support allows us to keep creating helpful content to inform and inspire. Thanks again for watching. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.